Okay, good morning. Morning. Rabbi Yesker. Morning, Chaim Moshe. Morning, Isaac. Nice to see you. In advance of his arrival in Egypt, Yaakov sent Yehuda to prepare a yeshiva, a place where he and his descendants could devote themselves to constant study of the Torah. So interesting. I just watched the Rebbe video on the way here in the Hebrew, and the Rebbe is telling this guy, he said, because you're a working man, you're a layman, you're not a rabbi. So he says people listen to you if you teach, if you spread Yiddishkeit. He says because they know that you're not a rabbi. If you're a rabbi, then they're looking like, okay, he's doing his job. But if you're a regular person, you're a businessman, you just do your thing, you're not a rabbi. So then they take it, they believe you because they know that you mean it. So it's pretty amazing. Okay.
Morning, good morning. Um, Jacob sent Judah ahead of him to Joseph to make advanced preparations in Goshen. Okay, that what you were saying, Isaac? I think that's very true, especially with Mullah. Like he just comes to Jets and he'll be like, "Yo, put on tefillin," and guys who teachers have been trying forever to get, like he instantly just gets them. I think that's really cool. And with Maor, I had hilarious thing happen. I was doing cold calling for Mullah and Fuller, and I called him, not knowing who he was. It was a pretty awkward phone call. That's it. Have a good morning, Shalom. Good morning, Rabbi Yaska. Good morning, Isaac. Ding. Wait out.
No, you're on. Serious.
I pass.
Rabbi Yesker, your turn.
Okay. Sort of, I'm out the door. Parking is available. I'm sitting outside the car, in the car. So, Shalom, you should know I'm sitting outside the car. I have the breakfast over here. Hope you guys are up. You can come down to FiveAlive because 10:30, I have the parking available. So, I want to tell you something very interesting. I found out very interesting a lot of it. There's going to be a time. This is what I'm telling you, something very crazy. Used to be a question if can God make a stone he can pick up. This is the big philosophers, Hasidim, brilliant minds. So I tell you a story. He this world is basically a stone can pick up. By making something against you, this is what you can pick up. Who said what weight is? What is the balance? Who decide what the weight is? Go to the space, there's no weight. This means it's an interaction basically. And you know
Rabbi Yesker. Shalom. We should take a minute.
Shalom. You should outside by the door.
You want me to open up?
Not now. Just tell make sure the person is awake, and let's be in touch. Okay? No names.
Yeah.
Okay? Make a move.
Yeah.
Then come. Okay, beautiful. I'm over here in the car. Mamish, I'm in 32 Prospect West, exactly near your house. At 10:30, the parking is allowed to be. Oh, you got the chair. You got the chair. Yeah. You know
it's comfortable.
Okay.
Shkoyach. Morning, Shalom. Good to see you. Good to see you're enjoying. You're in a good position. Okay. Yaakov sent Yehuda to start a school rather than asking Yosef to do so, recognizing that a Torah academy must be headed by a person who is completely removed from mundane affairs and is fully immersed in the study of the Torah. Since Yosef's divine mission requires that he run the mundane affairs of Egypt, he could not also head Yaakov's school of Torah, notwithstanding his undisputed righteousness. That's very interesting.
Yo, Schaffertsburg. That's all I have to say. Take it away, Rabbi Yaska.
Wow. Akoyen. So, looking forward to do good stuff. Hi, Moshe, I hope you didn't give up, because I will never give up till like the whole world. I want to tell Sean Schwarzberg, thank you very much for trusting me. Mr. Sean Schwarzberg, I believe you can do the whole world. I tell Sean, this is my mission, the whole world. How to think, it's not a joke even. And you know what I do? My apostle Eliyahu. They said, they don't have a translation. Nobody knows. Only I know. It's sad to say, I know who I am. It's something that
Gary Yaska. Shalom, go ahead.
Yeah. Good morning, Kobe. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Yaska. I'm trying to load up the learning, but it's not loading. And also my connection is just generally slow. You can even hear me. If you can, then I pass. And I also pass. I can't. I want to read it. I can't read it. Sorry.
Aha. Aha. So I was wondering, because both of you guys are a little bit choppy, I thought maybe it's our service. We're not connected so well. But then I realized that you guys are both in the same area. So maybe it's both of you. Wait. Lieska said everything in the world depends on us. So if I really want, I could give you service. Maybe I want it to be choppy. No. Likewise, those who wish to adopt the vocation of a Torah scholar or teacher must be both allowed and required to be completely separated from worldly affairs in order to be able to focus on educating our children without any distractions. Kodesh Volume 3, pages 827 through 830. See Eruvin 65a. Okay. I mean, I don't know really what to make of this, but I'll tell you one thing. I definitely need to get paid a lot more money to not have any distractions.
Pass.
Yes.
So I like what you said. We need a lot of money, and I think money should not be an issue. If it's a wrong thing, if money is an issue, because whatever you do, and God willing, that's what it looks like. It's Hashem. It's not gonna. Body. I don't give up. The story all the time. We say, the idea is basically, oh, you have this, you have stuff. It's me. Look at me. And because you, the power of 10,
Okay, thank you, Rabbi. Shalom.
I have nothing really to add on to the daily wisdom, so selling from my own life. Instead of like seeing each day as a new day, I'm just seeing every day as just a continuation of the last, just as a build-up. So if yesterday was a good day, or today was a good day, then today's going to be even better, and today's going to be even better than that today. I take naps in between my work. Yeah. It's always something to be done, always. Like I realized that a lot of the time I spend that, I think that I'm like, oh, I'm so bored. I like, what am I supposed to do with my time? I could do a billion things, and I just need to do them. Yeah.
Well, thank you. That's pretty good. I think very interesting. I think to have both sides. You know, there's a day. A day is a new day. So you have like, if yesterday was no good, then don't worry about it. Today's a new day. But then there's what you're saying. However good yesterday was, today's going to be even better. Continuation. I like it. It's a cool idea. Um, just a tip for Moshe. Go ahead. If you don't have anything to say, just you can read a paragraph always. I think it's a good idea. I'm going to do it. In advance of his arrival in Egypt, Jacob sent Judah to prepare a yeshiva, a place where he and his descendants could devote themselves to constant study of the Torah.
Okay. A few days ago, I was at a holiday party for very successful real estate developers, and I was speaking to some of the people, and pretty much all of them were saying like the key to their success is just to remain positive and not let the negative forces from around them affect them. Just let any negativity just like pass right through them. They said that that was very fundamental in them achieving success, and yeah. Jacob sent Judah ahead of him to Joseph to make advanced preparations in Goshen. Jacob sent Judah to start a school rather than asking Joseph to do so, recognizing that a Torah academy must be headed by a person who is completely removed from mundane affairs and fully immersed in the study of the Torah. Since Joseph's divine mission required that he run the mundane affairs of Israel, he could not also head Jacob's school of Torah.
Brilliant.
So I'm very happy to hear what Chaim Moshe heard from the real estate people. From the real estate people, you hear something very, very precious that you think positive. Uh, how far you think positive? So the Ibshir is going to help us to see what positive means. Speak about positive in a way that you never even had idea positive. Everything. And now when you spoke to me, I just choose we have to make steps now. Officially, just work with me this. We have to make steps now. I think we should have a meeting about it to make steps, not to postpone stuff. This is the right way to do because now it's a demand, a bigger demand, and this is demand more than real estate now. The real estate people won't pay you any money to be a part of what you do, FiveAlive. How to really live. Every real estate man who has $80,000, is 80 years old or 75 years old. He wants to be 25 years old. He'll give you all the money to be 25 years old. That's what I give it to them, to be 18.
Shalom.
Yeah, so that says a lot about my work right now. I have to put in the work. If I ever have a bad day, then I never today being a new day. You know? And like what you said, and let other people affect my doesn't even make any sense. Especially since my existence is perfect, world is perfect. So I can't and I guess that being there's a hospital there. That there's
Well, unfortunately, I was only able to hear the hook, like the first line that you said.
Sholem, I think the other floor, the top floor, we're sleeping. I think you can go to there's better reception over there if you want.
Yes, you have to hook them up with good Wi-Fi, or maybe you don't have to. I don't know. I'm gonna finish Chaim Moshe's sentence over here. Since Yosef's divine mission required that he run the mundane affairs of Egypt, he could not also head Yaakov's school of Torah, notwithstanding his undisputed righteousness. I mean, he can be a really great person, but you can't run the affairs of Egypt and um, head the school of Torah, which is contrast to what I said before.
Likewise, those who wish to adopt the vocation of the Torah scholar or teacher must be both allowed and required to be completely separated from worldly affairs in order to be able to focus on educating our children without any distractions. Serious dedication right there. Take it away, Rabbi Yaska.
I hope Shalom got the second floor, the other floor. Maybe it's a better reception. So I'm involved in Pasach Elio. I don't want to even say, because when I say the word Pasach Elio, it doesn't sound good. I should say Elijah's explosion. People like it more. Elijah's explosion. Okay, explore Elijah. Explore Elijah. Okay. So I like it. Explore Elijah. Elijah. Now it's not good enough because it has to be me. So how could be Elijah? I like Elijah. I don't like myself. No. Exploring, exposing. Pasach means exploring, exposing, opening, entering. Foundation, another fundamental situation. Whew. Yeah.
You're a real sketch. Shalom.
All right, I don't have anything to say, but I'll take your advice. I'll read something. Okay. In advance for his arrival in Egypt, Yaakov sent Yehuda to prepare a yeshiva, a place where he and his descendants could devote themselves to constant study of Torah, undistracted attention to spiritual growth. Vas Yehuda shalach lafanav, vas Yosef laharis lafanav gaishna v'gaimer bereshis vav chavchas. Yaakov sent Yehuda ahead of him to Yosef to make an advanced preparations in Goshen. Was Yosef like learning Torah at any point during his time, during his imprisonment? Oh, okay. Just curious.
Well, I would say yes. I would say Yosef was always learning Torah because he was well, not always, but he was a tzaddik. The only person I believe in Torah called Yosef a tzaddik. Called a tzaddik. Okay, so I'm trying to start figuring out what to make of this daily wisdom. How does it make a difference to me? Gosh. It's like a cardboard box almost. Amazing. Yeah, I'm trying to find the practical side of it. I mean, should I pursue music? Maybe making some money from music?
Maybe teach music. Teach Jewish expression through music, and you make money, and you're fully devoted to teaching. I think that Yosef is really freaking cool. Oh, you like the idea? Awesome. I'm always open to voice lessons. I think that, yeah, he's like, I relate to him a lot, I feel like. And Isaac always says that he wishes people would make movies out of the Torah, like use the Torah as the script. And I think some really amazing stuff could be done with Yosef. I'd love to see movies about him. Like, I'd go opening day to the theater to see it. Yaska, I see big plans for Elijah's explosion. Like, that's a great hook. You can do amazing stuff on social media with that. Elijah's explosion, like, it has a ring to it.
So let's go for it right now. Life's explosion. This is because it's a logical thing. I want to explain to you because a will wanting something is out of you. Yeah, you want something, but the problem is when you don't. The once you get something, you don't want it anymore. You're not satisfied because the idea of wanting, I want to accomplish what I want, not what you really want. So you really want to explode, and that's what God did. Explode in the world. So explosion, don't be afraid of it. People tell you it's an explosion. Oh, it's dangerous. It's not. It's you. It's me. And that's what I thought about movies about you, Chaim Moshe, about the movies. People make a movie of what? Of things, regular things. Crazy. They make a movie to recognize regular things. Wow, this guy is so perfect. He does exactly like a life is about. The movie about.
No.
Pass.
Yaakov sent Yehuda to start a school rather than asking Yosef to do so, recognizing the Torah Academy must be headed by a person who is completely removed from mundane affairs and is fully immersed in the study of the Torah. Since Yosef's divine mission required that he run the mundane affairs of Egypt, he could not also head Yaakov's school of Torah, notwithstanding his undisputed righteousness. I find myself in a position that I basically, from like what I really believe that I should be doing and I need to be doing is I need to be waking up at least an hour earlier and learning Chassidus, heavy Chassidus, in-depth study of Chassidus, and more of my day must be revolved around that. And I like what you're saying, and I need to find a practical way to make a micro hachlata about it.
Very nice. I like. So Vyaska, you said movies show regular things. I think it's that movies make things regular. That's it. Take it away.
So I'm sorry to say, but I'm confident and sure that everything with the whole world is going to recognize what we do, and we're going to have on demand very busy to just everybody, even the people in the slums in some place in India. One kid over there we're going to save his life, and even his dog we're going to save, because we learned over here. That's why the whole world we have such explosion in ourselves that covers all the guns, everything. There's not no place in the world that's not going to get affected in a positive way because it's a positive explosion. You don't find things like that only over here in FiveAlive together with the Rebbe Melech HaMoshiach. It's not a joke anymore. So I'm excited that you got the message to think positive, the Chaim Moshe. I'm happy to start to think positive. This is the whole trick, to think good. And you should be surprised. The good that we think, nobody ever have the bravery that the Rebbe thought good in a good way.
Yeah. I see both sides to it. I see that movies have the potential for making things normal, but what's displayed is usually something that people consider normal. Maybe because it's being shown, so they're like, "Oh, this is normal." That's why people do crazy things because they see everything in movies that's not normal, and then like an animation isn't real life, but then it becomes real life after people decide they want to become animations. And Kobe, I was always jealous of you in Jets because you're always happy. And now I realized recently that I'm also able to be happy. I have one of those also. Yeah, always positive vibes. It's good. Yeah. Pass.
So it's because his cheeks are very soft. They're like a very elastic, have a high level of elasticity, and it's easy for him to smile. I actually to be honest, if I can make an assumption here, I think that Chaim Moshe works very hard on being positive and happy. And actually, it's very encouraging to be honest. And yeah, Shalom. Of course, you can. Likewise, those who wish to adopt the vocation of a Torah scholar or teacher must be both allowed and required to be completely separated from worldly affairs in order to be able to focus on educating our children without any distractions. Rabbi Yaska, I know I'm not going to get a straight answer, but what is FiveAlive?
Oh wow, there's so much to say. Okay. What do I say? Oh, Rabbi Yaska. Well, last year I was introduced to an article, and it was pretty much discussing how if there was Wi-Fi everywhere, if there was service and cell reception, it was a whole theory that there would be world peace. There'd be no famine, no more wars, stuff like that. And I just figured it out because you'd be able to reach everyone, and FiveAlive would be able to reach every location, causing world peace. And Shalom videos. First of all, thank you. And you seem like a pretty happy guy all the time also. And you have like a contagious happiness where like it gets other people happy. Like, oh, Shalom's in a good mood? Oh, that means something good must be going on. What was like, oh yeah, movies 30 years ago, you would never see a man and a woman in the same bed. But today, and there was a movie who pushed the borders and they started putting men and women in the same.
I realize why there's why Hashem made transgender people ideas, or they want to be as I got the idea, because to realize you your pleasures, you decide what pleasure is. So I think about the movies. Like me, I like some stuff. I like it because I like it. I do this and I like it again. I hate the chocolate. But I can get carried away by my taste buds.
Rabbi Yaska. Shalom.
Kobe, I don't know if you're trying to say that to flatter me, but I'm saying if I really do have that effect, I have to keep that in mind because, yeah, the whole point is that I'm doing things that have an effect on other people and making my environment even better for myself. And then I'm even happier and I'm able to affect even more people. And I just noticed that we keep changing from 1 minute to a minute and a half. Like every other day, it seems different. Pass.
I'd prefer to stick with more time. It's just every day is a different thing. Basically, if we're utilizing the time, then I would love to push the time up. I think it just depends on who's there. And the truth is, when I started with the minutes today, I'm like, I think we should really be doing a minute and a half. But maybe I'll just after mine, I'll take your advice. I'll switch to a minute and a half. I don't know how to say this, Shalom, but does this guy look like someone that just does flattery? I don't think so. He doesn't look like a guy that does that. But Rabbi Yaska, you were a little bit choppy there. We weren't able to hear the full thing. I heard the beginning and I heard the end, but I think I could put together what you said in the next two.
Shalom, I think I figured it out. You have like a reserved happiness to you. So when you express it, it just has so much more value. That's it. Yaska, it's all you.
I think we should postpone stuff. We can do everything.
Sean, you're able to hear Yaska clearly, or hello?
No, I can't. Do you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you clearly. Just Yaska can't hear.
He's right there, like literally just right there. So we don't have the same service, but yeah, I don't know. Strange. I moved from like the middle of the house to the window, and it got a lot better. So that's good. Um, yeah, I think just doing what I love makes me happy. Anyone doing what they love, but you got to do it. You can't just sit around waiting for things to happen. Yeah, I pass.
We only have. We only have. I forgot to switch it. Switching it out. Minute and a half. Yeah. Yes, noises. Let's see if I manage to put it on mute. Ah, tchau. There's a few times that I keep on bringing back to my own attention that it's a good thing if I every day say what I think is the benefits and what I value about this method of learning, and I should bring it back. So therefore, I'm going to jump in. Um, getting getting insight into people's personal lives, and therefore I basically acquire experience without needing to experience it myself. So by listening to people speaking about themselves and their experience, I don't I can learn from that. Not only I could, I do. I automatically learn from other people's lives, which is cool. Which I get years of experience in a short amount of time. Obviously, it's still my choice. I still choose that or not.
I was speaking to this man, and in 2008, he lost everything, and he would come home from work stressed out, all upset, freaking out, yelling at his wife, his daughter, and after a few months, he turned to himself and he's like, "Yo, what are you doing? Why are you going to work every day? You're going to work so you can make a happy life for your family. And what's the point if like you're just coming home stressed out?" And he said since then he adopted this attitude. Well, I can't use a lot of the language he used because we're on live air. But he adopted this attitude where he doesn't care anymore. If he's on his way to a business meeting and he's stuck in traffic, he'll call up the guy and he'll be like, "I'm going to be 20 minutes late. If you're not going to meet with me with a good attitude, I'll turn around right now. If you want me to still come, let me know." And he's like, his business is so successful now. Like he doesn't let negativity go into him. It just goes right around him. And I think that's pretty amazing. Evyaska, it's all you.
Ryaski, are you singing? I think you have to go upstairs. Okay, Shalom, go ahead.
I don't know how people have so much to say always. Like I try to say a lot of things that I'm like whatever I'm thinking, but you know, there's a lot I want to say, but it's hard to put it into words, or it's just not like I don't know how to bring it up in the conversation. It's always interesting how people are able to connect everything to what we're learning. Yeah, it's a skill. It's good. Yeah, pass.
I'm gonna try to take it apart a little bit. Undistracted attention to spiritual growth is the headline on the Daily Wisdom, and I
Now you
want
hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Woo, woo, woo! I got out of the car. I got into the house. Now Shalom will open the door for me in a second.
Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem. What was I saying? Right. So I'm thinking that I'm trying to make this guitar thing, music thing practical, and I do have some people waiting to do it, and I think this is a point, maybe something that I'm doing incorrectly. I am basically currently I am using money as a encouragement. Ravi is going to put you on mute. As something to encourage me to do things that I believe in and want to do, and I need some encouragement. So I'm doing that, which is good. I'm not going against that. However, where's my attention? Where's my goal? And if my goal is on spiritual growth, then I think money won't end up hindering me. Hope I was clear.
Likewise, those who wish to adopt the vocation of the Torah scholar or teacher must be both allowed and required to be completely separated from worldly affairs in order to be able to focus on educating our children without any distractions. If somebody could shed some light on this, how you can become completely separated from worldly affairs, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. That's all I have to say.
Rabbi Yeska.
Hello.
Shalom.
Think he can't speak for now. Rabbi? Oh, he's coming.
Okay, guys, here I am. Here, me and Shalom. You know, it's crazy. I want to tell you, Chaim Moshe, people spend $30,000 a month, $40,000 a month. That's what they do. You understand? For each person. So that's why I want to do jets. I have 40 kids over there. To spend $50,000 a month is nothing to help the kids. You know what I'm saying? Just you should know. And you should know, each parent will pay the money. They mortgage your house to pay what we do. Because we're forever. It's not a joke. We are serious. We should know one thing. Chaimeshi Kobin, this is the world wants us. Go to Silicon Valley, I will show you people give you any money. We have to think how to make it now. I was all the time locked in. Dave should help. We should make jets to realize. I don't speak about jets now. The whole world waits for us now. And this is the world. This is what I'm talking about. Real estate is nothing. If you're a billionaire, you can buy all the real estate in the world. So it's nothing. This is real estate. The creator, he makes the buildings. He is really instating the state of how real estate should be. You understand? So we think, the way we think, this possible that we think that's what, and you have to represent the way people have to think. Never be betrayed forever. That's what I'm talking about. It's not explanation. It's reality. It's not even reality explanation. It's your reality.
Ran away from Shalom. Shalom's there.
Yeah. Shalom is here. Don't worry.
Yeah. Don't worry. Kobe, I think you were asking, how do you disconnect from the world, basically? or something along those lines. I don't know why you want to do that exactly. I think there's a lot of good we can do. I don't know. So then I didn't hear. I missed part of what you were saying. If you could repeat it, I can try to give my insight on it if I have any. Yeah, Isaac.
So good. Thank you for that. Yes, it's actually a very, very powerful way of thinking of it. So thank you for that. And thank you, Shalom, for attempting to and then not responding to Chaim Moshe here, because it changed my mind on it. Now I'm thinking, we don't have the challenge of I'm completely separated from worldly affairs, because I mean, I had this question for a long time. The Rebbe speaks about it many times. You shouldn't be completely separated from the world. Lock yourself up in a room and learn Torah is not the way to go. The Rebbe says it many, many times. And I'm like, who has this problem that the Rebbe has to say this so many times? And truth is, I don't know if I fully get it yet now either. But maybe now I'm answering this question, is that the whole point is, like over here, I don't have an issue of being completely separated from worldly affairs. So that means I could put in as much effort as I would like to into this, and I don't have to worry, because I'm still going to be involved in the world. I'm still going to be involved in the stuff that I'm being involved in. You understand? Do I understand?
Yaska, I'm very upset because before, when your phone froze, it sounded like we missed out on hearing you sing. So, yeah. And no, Shalom, I was pretty much asking what Isaac answered. How can one become complete, or what's the idea of becoming completely separated from worldly affairs? That's it. Next.
So that's the idea. Let's speak about the world of the opposite. You make the world. It's crazy. You make the world. It's you are the world. There's no world if not me. It's not explanation. It's not cheating yourself, delusional. No. It's not for a few minutes. No. But I'm speaking to you about, we're going to see each other forever. You believe it? Look at my eyes. Forever. It doesn't make any sense. That's what I'm talking about. It doesn't make any sense because it's real. It's real, so real, like the Creator is real. Like God is real. So he's not real because he's delusional. No. God even surprises himself. He doesn't believe he made a world that I can speak to him and he's responding. And I think I'm like him. He's getting crazy from it, God. He loves it in a crazy way. If I be God, whoa, I'm the happiest God in the world that somebody thinks that he's like me. Then we can be friends, no? Otherwise, it's boring for God. If I'm a puppet, he's not excited. He likes it that I know what I'm talking about. He likes it that I'm going to make him do what I want to do because he's going to do what I want to do. God loves it the crazy way. This is reality. Parsha of the week. Chaim Moshe Cohen, Kobe Lerner, Hagodl. You don't realize. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. And you should, when you guys, each one hears some good compliment of somebody, you say, Amen, Amen, can you rotzen? Should be blessings for all of us.
Amen. Yeah, I can't. It's not exactly fair to ask me to speak after that. Like, saying I think we have to have like a moment of silence just to be able to comprehend all that. Yeah, it's a lot. Not much else to say. I think I should take something out of this, but go another round before I do.
Wow. Yes. I hear that completely. Rabbi Yaska, that was like one time I was in upstate New York. We had a bungalow colony where I used to go every summer, and And one time they got these guys to come to our place and do a private fireworks show, like in our place. And I think that's what you just did for us, basically. Oh, good morning.
Morning.
The man himself is here.
Is that Oscar?
Yeah, and Sean Schwartzberg. Come, you want to sit down? We have like 5 more minutes.
No, I can't. I have to,
He just wants to say hi.
it does look very nice with the pictures. It's true.
No, see, that's what Jessica said.
I want to share with you something. Something, if you guys are allowed, I guess.
Of course, you're allowed. Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, I should done. You know, when you're open-minded, you see the complexion of people. So I can tell you, you here and Chai Moshe, Kobe, learners here are in the same mode. They here. You here are in the same mode. That's what you should know. Okay. So I want to share with you the Posach Elio, a crazy thing. What the Rebbe is in logic, basically, everything is flat. Everything is predicted. Everything is even. So you don't see there's a creator. You don't see nothing. What is even? Even is what? With who you become even.
What?
If you don't exist, God doesn't exist. You have to be even with God. Balance him. If not, there is no God. So you have to be so real that God said you're real. Otherwise, it is not real. This is what I'm telling you.
Wow.
So you have to be so real. The way, if you have a hesitation like this, if you have a hesitation that he doesn't think like you are not believing in God. That means completely whatever you think, he thinks. So make him think good. He loves it the way you think. He loves it the way you do. So you don't have even, because you don't want to make God think bad or make him be upset. So only thing basically is like this, and he's watching you. So then he puts his inputs also. He makes you, okay, if you think good, I say you also go good. Let's go. A communication. This is the way this partial with balance. That means everything is logic. Everything relates to me.
So
the clouds, the
how come sometimes
monkeys.
God does some bad things?
What again?
Why does sometimes God do some bad things, even if we're thinking?
Listen to me. I will answer you this question in a very logical thing. You remember this Chassidish word that God can make a stone that he can't pick up? It's possible or not? Remember this conversation? Yeah. So I tell you, it's a baby stuff. It's so stupid because the creation is God made something he can't pick up because he contradicted himself. That means this is the thing. So you ask me the same question. What is bad? What is good? How you divide it? Say the word bad. What
you're saying if we think good, then God thinks with us. Whatever we think, God thinks. So we're thinking positive, and he's still thinking negative.
So you know one thing. First of all, positive and negative makes a fire, makes the opposite. I don't want to go and philosophize with you. The truth is like this. I am living with Posach Elio. The idea this is what I'm telling you is reality. It's a real reality. I'm speaking emotion, a feeling that means a feeling that this is what we believe that nobody ever believed like you believe. This is the feeling you have to have. Don't repeat people what they say, what they feel and believe. It's going to happen. It's not going to happen. You can't even think like this. That with everything is so real, what you live, that I don't want to give you a philosophy now about it. I don't want to give you evidence to the thoughts what I have, because people don't know how to think.
Right, I'm gonna quote a wise man. His name is Rabbi Levin, and he said like this. He says, "Everybody says tzach good and you tzach good, but you're sure it's gonna be bad." So that's how I would answer your question.
So the Rebbe said, even thinking,
good, but then God's doing bad. No, it's because I'm doing.
Yes, I will tell the Rabbi tell more than this. If you have, even with all the thinking good, you have one bad thought, you don't have a good thought. You don't know what thinking good is. If there is existence of a bad thought in the thought, so it's not a good thought. Destroy the whole thought. So basically, you must be all the time thinking. explore. There is no stopping of thinking good. There is no good, basically, bad means to become better and better and better and better. Expand yourself. This is mean Ra, air. Interact in everything. Feel everything. Know everything. Love everything. I want to tell you something a very positive. How the Rebbe did what Eliyahu did.
We have like 30
Look
seconds left to ask.
Oh, you have to close? So it's not for 30 seconds.
No, so stay it. You have 30 seconds.
Okay. So people went to the Chiddush, to the Rebbe. A big rabbi from Aguda. He came in because he's a head Aguda he's in charge of here in America. So they brought a group of people together. They went to the Rebbe in Chiddush. They said from Israel, from the parliament, they want them to come in, and they walked him with the general into the office of the Rebbe. They were speaking for 2.5 hours. The Rebbe asked the general this question. Do you have machine guns, yeah? Do you have, so the Rebbe said, why? First the Rebbe said, about the tanks. I will go further. The Rebbe said like this. There's time, space for the soldiers. What are they doing in the space? But they don't have what to do. So he said there is a shekem, there's a place they hang out. So the Rebbe said there is booklets, what to read for the Jewish booklets. So he said not so much, because then those days was not so many Jewish booklets. Then the Rebbe said the tanks. Why they don't make the tanks with more metal? You should make them touch more metal. And the tanks in the bottom of the tanks, there should be a curve, deeper. Why it's better to make it a curve. Then he told the Rebbe tells him, why they don't buy machine guns from Sweden? So he said to the Rebbe, we have the stand. The Rebbe said, the machine gun this. The Rebbe said,
What about the machine gun?
I think why they don't buy machine guns from Sweden? So there is a stand machine gun, I remember. So the Rebbe said, the guy said, we have this machine gun from England. So the Rebbe said, this machine gun shoots only 300 bullets a minute. And this is 750 bullets a minute. And then he said, the rabbi said, he could do it in counter. The rabbi said, then after 2.5 hours, the Rebbe spoke to all the rabbis for 10 minutes, he fixed everything. What they came for. When they walked out, this general said like this, listen, I met people who know about a certain subject. Guys knows about machine gun, about bullets. A guy who knows about everything, like clear and involve everything, that's what our job is now, to know everything. That means like everything relates to you. When somebody speaks to you, relates to you. There is no time for messes. It's done. All the messes was done. There's no mess anymore. You understand? Every day, I'm starting to forget how to think bad. Because bad is so good. This is because it's better. That's the problem. It's only better and better and better and better and better and crazy. And better. The world needs it.
And thank you, Shalom. Thank you, Shalom.
Shalom started to work for FiveAlive, right?
Shalom working with me now.
Shmuel.
Yeah. So Shalom is hanging out with me in a place over here. We are in Park Slope. You want to see where we are? Park in the park. You want to see the park?
Wow.